Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Vanilla Classic and our Hardcore Druid playthrough. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your time here with me today. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you're all doing well. We are running out of the crossroads today because I think I'm going to take us over to Orgrimmar. I want to go over to Silverpine. So, the plan is that we run it over to Orgrimmar, grab the flight point. I don't think we have any weapon skills we have to train there. So we will grab the flight point, we'll get on the Zeppelin, and we'll head over to the Undercity. But yeah, it's time to begin a little bit of zone hopping. If we're going to get ahead of the leveling curve and really do well on the character, we want to start doing this now. I thought about running over there on my own. And then I thought about how I died in the Undercity elevator on the Priest. And what I thought to myself was, I don't ever want that to happen again. It's very unlikely, but if it does happen again, or anything like that were to happen, this time I want to catch it on recording. Because I'm sure that rang hollow for some of you. It definitely rang hollow for me. So, and that was the thought I had thought to myself, well, you know, I'm just going to go to Orgrimmar. I'll just go up to the Zeppelin Tower and I'll start recording at the Zeppelin Tower. Priest never made it to the Zeppelin Tower. I got a little bit distracted at the top of the elevator because I wasn't recording. Stepped off a little bit too late, clipped on the wall, fell to our death. So we're doing the walk on recording. I hope you guys don't mind. I feel like I could turn the music up a little bit today. As I say that, and it's maxed out. It probably sounds on my end. I probably need to turn my output volume up so that it's louder for my ears, because I feel like it's probably fine for you guys. Every time I ask, you guys say it's fine, so. Oh, Shen's empty keg, we can pick that up over this way. We can maybe make a little detour to do that, because it doesn't look like it's surrounded by enemies, weirdly. We also need another zebra hoof if we come across any zebra, and we could use some more raptors too. Let's come over here and see if it's really going to be as easy as just going inside this building, because that's really what it looks like. No, it's sitting outside the building, so you don't have to fight for this at all. If you want to pick up Shen's empty keg really easily, just come up here. That's actually really cool. I don't think I've never picked it up anywhere else. I've always seen it. I see it after the fact at other places, but I've never picked it up at any other location. Let's go ahead and start the quest. We'll go ahead and get Mark of the Wild up, and we'll get Thorns going. I noticed for the first time today that the population level of Bloodsail Buccaneers is no longer medium. It's high. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a classic era realm listed as high. So that's really cool. The other realms, the non-hardcore realms, Mankrik and the others are all trending at a hard medium, which is also very good. There was a time when, and you guys probably remember this, there was a time when classic realm servers were all but abandoned. Remember that? Like, basically when we first moved to Burning Crusade, and then especially when we moved into the Wrath of the Lich King, like if you were trying to play on a classic era realm, probably that wasn't Bloodsail Buccaneers, then it was just empty. It was completely dead. I wouldn't mind getting this last hoof and at least just being done with the quest, then we could turn it in whenever we come back this way. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, a couple of you guys turned me on to... The O is me remembering something. Oh. A couple of you guys turned me on to some talents in the resto tree. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Führer gives you a 20... So at 5 points, this will give us a 100% chance to get 10 rage when we shapeshift into bear or dire bear form. Or 40 energy when we shapeshift into cat. That's really awesome because it means like we could go in, we could immediately have that that rage. And so when we get Feral Charge, which requires 5 rage, we will be able to shift into bear and charge like a warrior. So yeah, I definitely need... I need 5 points in this, and it's like, ah, man, I'm giving up all this. And it's like, well, am I really giving up a lot right now? Not really. Unfortunately, I can't respec, because a respec, guys, even your first one costs 8 gold. So I really wish I would have paid more attention to those comments a little bit earlier. But I'm going to start putting points into that now. So yeah, it's going to be a little weird for a bit. But we'll have these points, and we're going to start... Our next 5 points are going to go here. And then what level will we be then? We'll be about level 18, which maybe would be a great time to do Ragefire Chasm. That's a little high of a level, but I feel like that would be... In a hardcore run, I probably want to be level 18. What I don't want is for there to be any possibility of me dying. I know I said we were going to go over to Orgrimmar, brought over to... We're going to get there, guys. We're just going to... We're going to fight here for a minute first. Once we get the last Zevverhoof, then we'll move on. This is just a great little place to do it because all these guys are respawning pretty quick and there's a lot of them. If we get the occasional raptor head too, I mean, you're not going to catch me complaining. Ooh, I had a feeling, yeah. I forget about that, like any AoE shouts, they're gonna tag even non-aggressive enemies nearby. That's okay, we will, I think we'll be able to deal with it fine. Regrowth just ran out, we've had regrowth that whole time, so... That helped out. Maybe we'll pop out and cast it again. Let's go ahead and do a swipe to get our rage down. Okay, yeah, that worked out okay. I have a lot of leather, yeah, eventually... Eventually we need to do some more leatherworking here. I'm just missing thread, we can make a lot of stuff, I just don't have any threads, so... That will happen soon. I mean, it's almost half your mana to do it that way, but then during the fight, you're basically invincible. So it feels worth it, especially for the longer fights. Because I bet we regen most of that mana back by the time this fight is over. Yeah, we fight, we skin, and we're back to full mana, so I feel like that's pretty good. Especially because these guys are level 14, and they're probably able to do quite a bit of damage to us if we're not healing it. Definitely feels worth it. The drop rate on the hooves is patently bad. Oh, you know what I realized? Did we ever get invited to the hardcore guild? I don't think that we did. We did not. Nobody was in Mulgore, and I just kind of forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. That's not really a big deal, but we get to see the character deaths in the linked guilds, which can be fun. Okay, I'm moving on from this because we just didn't have any luck with any of that. There we go. It doesn't say hardcore in the title. It's gotta say hardcore, it's gotta have a hardcore tag. It's not really too important to me. I don't read the guild chat, obviously, anyway. That was a nice try, though, whoever popped that guild request up thinking that I would take it immediately. Probably going to be better just to take the road, I think, because of the big chasm in this part of the zone up here. I'm assuming we can train in Moonglade, right? So if I'm over in the Eastern Kingdoms, I can set my Hearthstone at the Sepulchre, right? And I can go to Moonglade, and then I can Hearth back. I hope that's how it works. I hope we have a trainer in Moonglade. It wouldn't make sense not to, so I'm just kind of banking on the fact that we will. It's a bit of a long run, but the good thing is with us starting off in Thunderbluff, now we're going to have both of the city flight points. We'll make things a little bit easier in the future. For some reason I thought we could kind of angle north here. We can, but it involves dropping down onto the road, obviously. Which we're probably going to have to do. Find somewhere safe to do it. That doesn't look like too much of a fall, right? I think we're fine here. Everything here should... Oh, that's not really a super lower level. We definitely could still aggro that. Now we do have to remember to go all the way into Orgrimmar. We need to go up the tower and actually grab the flight point. And I don't think there's anything else we have to do there. Leatherworking and skinning are fine for right now. I think at 125 maybe we can train the next, or 120 we can train the next rank of skinning, so we're actually pretty close. But there will be trainers for that in the Undercity as well. And then, yeah, like I said, if we get this character to level 25, I will go back and level fishing and cooking. but I really don't want to spend the time on it. I'm also leveling fishing and cooking on our warrior, on our immersive vanilla run. So, yeah. It'd be a lot of fishing and cooking right now. But, like I said, if we make it to that point, it'll be worth it to me. Like, because we did a lot of professions on the Hunter, okay? Oh, man, engineering was so exciting. It was so fun to be getting into engineering. Doing the fishing and the cooking was great. I learned a lot about where to find the recipes for different fish. And after that, I was just like, okay, well, in the future, we won't do those secondary professions and put the time into them until we've attained a decent level. One of you guys told me that statistically, you're like 80% almost guaranteed to survive if you can get past level 20. I felt that way on the priest. We were at a point where I was just thinking, okay, well, this is it. You know, we play carefully, we pull smart, and there's probably not a way that we die. Because we had basically like the full toolkit, right? I think that's what it's about, is getting to the point where you have the big toolkit. Well, what I feel like on the Druid is as soon as you get bear form, you have your big toolkit. Because you have all of these buttons to help keep you alive while your bear kills stuff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't feel like with the Hunter we got to the full toolkit, because I would think like Ice Trap, okay? For me, Frost Trap would have been the full toolkit. And that might have saved us from those Murlocs had we froze one of them in place, or had we slowed the bunch of them, we could have lived. And so to me, that's full Hunter toolkit, is like we get that and Feigned Death, right? I mean, obviously once you get Feigned Death, it's probably pretty hard to actually get killed unless you're just being really inattentive. We do have some breadcrumbs that we could turn in here, and actually if we look at the map, hidden enemies we're going to want to grab and do at some point. The next time that we come back this way, we need to remember to do this. Because that's going to lead us into a Ragefire Chasm quest. It's level 12, so it can wait a little while. Like I said, I'm not planning to do Ragefire till like 16, 17-ish. Alright, that's the flight point. Let's head back down and we'll go out to the Zeppelin Tower. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I know it's kind of a little bit of a different start. Like I said, I'd contemplated just doing all this travel by myself, and you know, since it's a hardcore run, I felt like that really wasn't in the spirit of the hardcore run, especially in light of what happened to the priest. The only time I made that choice. We got the priest killed. I could store some stuff in the bank. And in fact, since I don't know if I'm going to do any crafting while on recording, I'm going to go ahead and do that. That way, if I want to craft later off recording, I can just head over to the Undercity. Let's put the Malachite away. The light hides can definitely stay there. You know, we probably do need to level up our first aid, but I'm not going to do it right this minute, so I'm going to store those as well. Stringy wolf meat, I know I can cook later, so I'm going to store that. And I think that's good. Coarse thread, I can store that.
May your blades never dull.
That'll work. Using the bank has always been one of the areas of opportunity you guys have highlighted for me, is that I don't use the bank properly. I don't have a bank ult, but on this character I can't. We can't use the mailbox, so. But what I can do is I can actually just use the bank. I'll try to do more of that. Because apparently it can help us have a lot of bag space. Realistically, I probably shouldn't have picked up Shen's Empty Keg when I did, because now we're going to tote it around for a while before we really do anything with that quest. I wonder if I probably could have put this in the bank too. It's an interesting thought. We're going to be running into Undercity to grab the flight point there, so we'll test that theory out. Can we put quest items into the bank for later? I like seeing the Zeppelin tower and seeing there be no Zeppelins at it because it means I didn't just miss the Zeppelin or that I'm about to miss the Zeppelin. We have a chance to get the next one. Alright, and now we wait. It's interesting, in the balance tree you get natural weapons, increases the damage you deal with physical attacks in all forms by 2%. But why? Omen of Clarity imbues the druid with natural energy. Each of the druid's melee attacks has a chance of causing the caster to enter a clear casting state. The clear casting state reduces the mana, rage, or energy cost of your next damage or healing. Oh. Could you get here with 50 talent points? I don't think so. I mean, if you went all the way down another tree, I guess it wouldn't really help you. It's such a weird series of talents. It does seem like as soon as you begin putting points into the balance tree, it really starts to empower you up quite a bit. I think we're gonna go 2 and 3. I want a little bit more threats. Maybe yeah. I mean, I want more threat for the times when I do runs, right? But I don't know if I want to waste the points, though. We'll start putting stuff into thick high, but I'm curious about your guys' thoughts on splitting the talent points in this row. And, like, I might leave these split so we can keep moving down into things, but yeah, the first thing we have to do, obviously, is we have to go here. I mean, we don't have to, but wouldn't that be so useful? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I want it, but then I'm thinking, like, okay, if I get that, it's gonna help out. What does it help out with? It helps me. I can shift into bear and charge. Okay. I do like that. I would love to be able to do that. What am I going to give up for it? I'm going to give up, like, progression on something. Like, we're not going to be getting thick hide as soon. Which means everything else we're just going to be behind on. Including getting the charge, you know. Because I don't think I need it. I don't think it's a need. I want it, right? Don't get me wrong. But I just don't know if it's a need. I mean, the way I'm pulling right now, I'm firing off a Moonfire. Let's say I don't even need to heal. Let's say I fire off a Moonfire, I pop into Bear, and you know, when it's available, I pop in Rage. You know, that's going to start giving us some rage. It would be really cool to pop into bear form and charge. Absolutely. Is that going to have more of a benefit to our survival than having something like Thick Hide early on, getting into increased crit strike, and then, like I said, even getting the charge at all? We have to get into the tree to get that. But then, man, especially for Cat, because that means that when you... Okay. Damn it. Maybe we do have to take this. It makes Cat viable. What it does is it makes Cat viable with the way that we play, because we can still do stuff like we can shift. We can shift in and out, right? We can start off as a caster. We can fire off the Moonfire. We can shift into Cat, and we're going to have 100 energy. Whereas, remember before I was complaining about how, you know, you in Bear, you build up your rage so you don't lose anything when you shift. But in Cat, when you shift out, you lose all your energy. So that solves that problem. I'm going to go into it. I'm gonna go into it. Maybe we'll regret it. Maybe we'll regret it. We'll have to see. I like the idea of like being able to give the cat a fair shake and being able to play it in a similar way where we start with our Moonfire, we maybe throw up a heal, and then we shift into cat. Because without starting with 100 energy upon shifting, you have to just live in cat or don't use cat, because otherwise you shift in and out, then you gotta stand there for 5 to 10 seconds. Just really not a great pace for things to be moving at. And I think we probably will use cat eventually, maybe by like late level 20s. Simply because no glyph of maul. We're not going to have a maul that hits 2 targets by default because it's not Wrath of the Lich King, so we might want the extra damage of cat. This guy is rude. Imagine falling to your death right now. Boop. Good thing no player collision, right? Imagine the griefing. Yeah, nobody make any sudden moves. I felt like even that was risky. I don't want to go up, thank you. Alright, we do need to go into the Undercity before we begin the run over to the Sepulchre. Alright, time for the elevator boss. Haven't been back to the elevator on hardcore since then, obviously. Okay, we should be good. It's not going up that's the scary part. I think it's like mainly the down trip. I'm gonna jump just to make sure we're good. Alright, we cleared it, guys. Everybody can breathe now. Okay, we wanted to see if we could put a quest item in the bank, so let's try to put Shen's keg into the bank.
And you,
We can. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Zebra hooves, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Secure crate, I don't remember what that is. And so next time we go back to Orgrimmar, we're gonna go to the bank, we'll grab our quest items for the Baron stuff, and then we'll grab Thrall's quest to go to Skull Rock. But for now, this really helps us clean out our inventory. I don't know what this is, so let's put it in the bank for now.
beware
Okay.
the living.
And I don't believe we really need to do anything else here. We don't have any weapons to train here, I don't think. Okay. Now we go up the elevator. I'm not getting on that right now. There's no way I see a body there. I just need a minute to think. Sorry, we could have made that one. You guys know I need to get a thumbnail of the elevator. It's definitely going to be the episode thumbnail. Alright, this time for real, we're going. And we're good. It's been a while since we did Silverpine. It's been since the Priest. Which was a while ago now. And we do have the Blood Elf Mage did not go through Silverpine, so yeah, for me it's gonna be, you know, pretty fresh. Doesn't feel like we just did it yesterday. Probably another good effect of, you know, switching factions when you need to roll again. Unless you're like really, really attached to a race and class and you just can keep going at it. It's kind of concerning to me that there aren't any quests to pick up. It's a little bit concerning. Let's come down here because there should be some quests over here too that we usually can see when we're coming in. And I wonder, since we don't have a breadcrumb or anything, is this like is this a reputation thing that's happening? We're neutral with Undercity. We should be able to get quests for them, right? Huh. We're gonna find out soon enough. Worst case scenario, we did a big half-hour run for no good reason, and we got a couple of flight points that we'll need later. And then we hearth back to Bloodhaven Village. No, we do not. No, we do not do that. We fly back to the Zeppelin Tower. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to do anything here, but yeah, there are supposed to be quests here. And there aren't. So I'm concerned. Oh, you know what? I might have Questie set to only show me things when we have unveiled the area. You know what? I think that's what it is. False alarm. I think that's what it is. I think it's a Questie setting. You could show it, you could tell it to like reveal everything all the time, but I think I have it set to only if I've uncovered the map will it actually show me stuff. And that's fine. We don't want to do this stuff up here first anyway. We do want to come down to the Sepulchre and get the quest down here. That will lead us up to the farm where the Deathstalkers are at, and the quest will make more sense and flow better if we run down to the Sepulchre first. Let's be sure to grab the flight point first and foremost. Yeah, we don't have any breadcrumbs, so it doesn't really matter where we start.
This had better be good.
Border crossing. As you may know, the town of Ambermill remains a source of human opposition, mainly through the support they receive from the Wizards of Dalaran. I don't know what their plan is, but for them to show interest in a backwater village like Ambermill indicates that it must have some greater importance. They've been shipping crates by the wagon from Hillsbrad. Many of those supplies end up at a small camp north of Pyrewood Village. Retrieve the contents of the crate and return them to me.
Embrace the shadow.
You have proved your... Yeah, this is the one we want to do first.
I'm listening.
The Lady Sylvanas has charged very Mothers with the conquering of the human and dwarven lands to the south. But that fool Erigel, charlatan of Dalaran and now cursed beast of Shadowfang Keep, let his reckless magic wreak havoc with the strategic stronghold of Silverpine Forest. I need someone skilled in the ways of combat to help clean up Erigel's mess. Prove yourself to me by killing 5 Moonrage White Scalps.
Our time will come. Speak quickly.
Recipe for death. Arthas's numbers are overwhelming, but with a new plague we could eradicate both the scourge and the human infestation once and for all. My studies have proven that spider blood combined with a toxin derived from a grizzled bear heart results in a deadly elixir. Collect samples from the spiders in the skittering dark to the northwest and from the bears wandering throughout Silverpine Forest. Deliver the reagents to Master Apothecary Farinel and the Royal Apothecary Society in the Undercity.
Trust no one.
We are going to set the Hearthstone here.
Victory
It's going to do us a
for
lot
Sylvanas.
more good than being set back in Bloodhoof Village. Probably time to pick up some milk. We're almost at a point where we would get melon juice.
What would you ask?
Lost
of death?
Deathstalkers. A couple of weeks ago, 2 of our Deathstalkers, Rain and Quinn Yorick, were sent on a reconnaissance mission through the northern Silverpine area. We have not heard from them. They may have become the victim to the Scourge, though if that is true, then I want it confirmed. Find these Deathstalkers. Their first objective was to scout the farms in northern Silverpine. You should begin your search there.
Trust no one.
And the Deadfields. Our initial scouting reports of Silverpine show the Rothides have a base at an old farm to the north of the Deadfields. We have sent small assaults against them, but each time they are reinforced by the Banshee Nightlash, who uses her magic to rout our forces. We want Nightlash destroyed. Go to the Deadfields and assault the Rothides. If you don't see Nightlash, then kill the Rothides until she appears and then defeat her. Her essence will turn to dust. Bring me that dust as proof.
Watch your back.
Anybody else? Okay, so first things first, we want to go after the white scalps here. They're going to be right outside of town. Let's get our thorns up and Mark of the Wild. Well, now usually there are some right outside of town. It could be that the high population of players is having an effect on that. I'm not sure where else they would be. Yeah, there really isn't anywhere else they're supposed to be. They are just supposed to be right around this area. So we may just be in a holding pattern here for some respawns. Now, these are skinnable. This one must not be looted, because in Classic we can skin Worgen. I'm going to try not to forget this time around. Alright, these guys are level 10. Probably don't need a heal going on me while we fight. Maybe we pop a heal after. We'll see. See, I didn't forget that one. I didn't say we were gonna skin and then immediately forget. Ooh, ouch. That's a scary thing to stumble right into. Son of Aragorn. Okay, I'm glad we didn't take like 5 more steps. As you can see, he's an elite with a skull, which means he's more than 10 levels above us at least. And we are going to avoid him. I have to admit, when I saw this guy in the distance, like right back here, didn't see whether he was a player. My heart skipped a beat because I thought it was Son of Aragorn. So that got pretty scary for me, pretty quick. I do appreciate the hand there. Okay, I don't want to keep going any more this way. After seeing him, I kind of have a little bit of a scare. Let's try to head back over this way and see if we can find anybody on the other side of the road. Even out this way too, we should... I know Questie is not fully accurate in most cases, so sometimes we have to just ignore some of the info that we have from it. Oh, we need Grizzled Bear Hearts too. I don't need to be avoiding anything. I should just be fighting everything. $99 crit pretty sure that's the biggest crit we've seen so far. Yeah, see, there are some of these guys out here. I think we'll stay out here for a bit and work on the bears as well. Don't see why not. Am I gonna find any more bears this way? It's uncertain. Yeah, here we go. There are lots of Moonrage White Scalps down here too. So if you're having trouble finding them near town, just head south. There are plenty of them. Even if Questie doesn't want to admit it. We'll probably carve our way back to the north after this one. I'd really like to hit level 14 so that we can go to Moonglade and use our Hearthstone, get that on cooldown. That would be really nice. That being said, we could be a little bit away from that still. It's 4 bubbles, which is a bit, and these bears are not really respawning very quickly. Thought we'd see some of them on the way back up. Let's go turn in this level 5 quest and we'll take the follow-up. I believe the follow-up is going to send us to the north. I wouldn't have minded working more on the Grizzled Bear Hearts. We're going to be able to get them to the north as well. Yeah, there's none up over here. Okay. Why is he a dot on the minimap and not a question mark? I have quest tracking turned on. You served me well, Druid. It is obvious to me that you will be a worthy aid to me as I prepare to rid Silverpine Forest of Erigil's curse. How Erigil gained acceptance within the Kirin Tor is beyond me. His spellcasting knowledge seemed as transparent as a blown-glass bauble. What's important now is learning exactly what magic Erigil used so that I can turn it against him and secure Silverpine Forest for the Dark Lady. Erigil first stayed at the wheat farm just north of the bridge. One of the Deathstalkers reported seeing some spellbooks but could not secure them. Retrieve for me the spell labeled Remedy of Erigil from those books.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay, guys, everything that we have to do is going to take place in the north, and it's a lot of stuff. And what I would really love is to be able just to get it all done in one loop. However, that's going to be a lot of stuff for us to tackle today after all the traveling and everything we've already done. So, for now, I'm going to take myself back to Undercity, and I think I'm going to work on some leatherworking and try to see if we can get that leveled up a little bit. Could help us out with some gear. But yeah, I think we'll save all this stuff for next time, because we're going to be able to do a pretty decent loop of all the stuff up here in the northern part of the zone, kind of like this. And then we should be able to come back and turn it all in. What a weird, like, flight we just flew south quite a bit to go north quite a bit. One could wish for more direct flight points. One could wish. And yeah, we'll hang out in Silverpine for a while. There's not as much to do in Silverpine as a zone like the Barrens. So we'll probably be able to make a pretty decent dent in the zone before we have to go back to the Barrens. Nothing is even green yet, so that's pretty awesome actually. And yeah, we got close to 14, but just weren't gonna get there today.
What do you require?
I want the whole stack. Really? I'll click and drag, I guess? I thought shift clicking would give me the whole stack, but it doesn't. Will control click? Yeah, control click will. No, wait. No, control click didn't do it either. Okay, we'll just drag. We need this. Take these out. I don't think we'll need these, but we'll pull them out anyway. And we need to find a trade goods vendor. Cooking trainer. Tabard designer. You would think I would know where the trade goods vendor was, but I have no idea. Not in the Undercity. General trade goods. Here we go.
And you are.
Okay, let's have a look at what we need. This takes 2. It'll probably be the easiest thing to use to level up right now. I don't think the armor kits are going to get us really anywhere. Let's go ahead and make our leather. These boots are an upgrade, so we'll make one of them. And we'll equip them.
Embrace the shadow.
Alright, let's just create all of these cloaks. We still never got our thin Kodo leather, so that just may be a pipe dream, I guess. Eventually we will learn how to make regular bags that are not Kodo leather, and that'll probably be a little bit easier as far as materials go. And in a second here we're going to have to find the leatherworking trainer, I realize. Probably going to be, yeah, over here maybe in the rogue's quarter. We're pretty nearby, let's just head over there now. Yeah, he does have some things we can learn here.
Farewell.
We could cure all of our light hide. That might be something to do. Let's see how much salt costs. Salt is not inexpensive. So maybe we, you know, we should just get it done, right? We have 7 of them. Let's go ahead and create all 7. We'll have to store these probably. I feel like that kind of stuff you should get the skill ups off of it early, because if you wait till you need this, you're gonna have to make it anyway, and you're not gonna get the skill ups off of it. Alright, is this an upgrade? Yeah, I think I'd rather have the stamina. Let's go ahead and we'll make one of these. It's a lot of leather, but it's probably going to be worth it.
Beware the living.
The belt is a little bit more armor. I don't know if it's worth the mats, honestly. The pants, we've had those. So yeah, we're looking at probably the belts. Let's go ahead and check the trainer again.
Quickly.
It's got a few more things. Boots with stam and spirit could be really good. More armor there. Let's go ahead and make these.
Trust no one.
We need some more coarse thread. Yeah, we still have some leather.
Exactly what you need. Watch your back. What do you require?
Alright, looks like we're going to get to about 73. Can't quite get to where we can unlock the pants yet with the 2 stamina 3 spirit, but we're pretty close. Not a bad day's work of leatherworking. There we go.
Farewell.
Let's see if we could train the next part. I think we need to talk to the expert.
What now?
There we go. Journeyman leatherworking. Perfect. Okay, let's sell all of the gloves. We did equip a pair.
I'm listening.
Made a little bit of our money back. A little bit. Let's look for armor kits here. Let's not sell them. Let's go ahead and apply them to the chest, hands, legs, and boots. It's probably not a lot of armor, but it does add up. Literally, it adds up in this case. Alright, there we go. Guys, I am going to take a break right here for today. Next time, we will tackle all of the quests we have here for Northern Silverpine, and we will go from there. Thank you guys so much for joining me and spending your time here with me. I really, really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves out in the real world, and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.